Chiney Ogwumike, huge win. Not indescribable, but you did what you had to do as pros. You did not have the depth in your roster today. And again, big game in front of the camp day, full crowd. Kids were in the stands really motivating you and turning your game up. And you guys delivered. Talk about the win today and the significance of performing in front of the campers.
Yeah, I think in this league, everybody is a challenge. Everybody plays a good game. And for us, when things aren't easy, you can easily just say, well, we don't have, or we were missing, or we're shorthanded. But instead of those excuses, we're just like, you know what, at the end of the day, when it comes to playoff seeding matters, every game matters. And we also hold ourselves to a high standard. Like when we go out there, we want to compete. We want to be those people that everyone looks to and says, oh, wow, they play the game the right way. So I think in the second half, we really rose to the occasion, to that challenge, especially defensively.
Of course, and the 24-9 difference in scoring, that's what nailed the win for you, basically. It was close towards the end, but you had dominated the third quarter and turned things around into your favor. Talk about what Coach Fisher had to say at halftime, if you could, just basically to re-energize you.
I can't repeat what he said, but he did say that we need to play harder, and we need to take this serious. And we definitely heard him, but it was necessary. It was necessary, and that's one thing I like. Like when you have new coaches, they're always trying to gauge how to respond, how hard to get on us, and he got on us hard. And for us to respond, I think we have that same competitive spirit in us that he has, especially as a lot of people that pride themselves on defense, like individually and then collectively, because that's the same idea he had as a player, right? So we appreciate it when he gets on us, because he reminds us that we can't take this game for granted.
And again, you and your sister out there dominating and demonstrating at the same time what the double package signifies when sister looks for sister and vice versa. If one doesn't make it, the second one's there to pick it up and put it in. Talk about those plays that were really critical down the stretch there.
I think, we treat all of our teammates like sisters, but to have my big sis out there and just work and play so hard and be that steady person out there for us that will never give up and never get tired even when she is tired. You just want to reciprocate that type of energy. So if she's going all out, pushing and putting herself on the line, why not us? And I think that type of energy is contagious, not just for me, but for our entire squad.
And this is a huge win, of course, without Candace Park, Elena Beard, and it's
you name it.
Yes, and it's a recovery time. The break coming up, so a little chance to kind of re-square things and get back on the groove after the AllStar break.
Yeah, but we got two major games that can really help us put ourselves in good position confidence-wise before that break. So right now I think we're just not even caring about it. We have a game in 48 hours, and then we have another game after that. So, AllStar break's coming. We're proud of our All-Stars, but I think at the end of the day, we've got New York up next, and we have to handle business.
And Chiney, we always tend to ask about the family because it matters so much in your careers, although the fans and the press sometimes don't get to see that up close, but we know it's very important for you. Can you talk about how the family's feeling about you and NECA playing very well now?
Oh my gosh,
this year? They're
so relieved, just because, I'm not going to lie, my family loves going to LA, and they didn't really make it out as often to Connecticut, which is a harder flight, but it's just made life so much simpler, and I feel like we have so much balance. Like, people don't really understand that. For me personally, I haven't seen NECA on back-to-back days since she graduated. It's been almost 8 years since we've had interactions that are just normal and sisterly. FaceTime's cool, but a lot of things get lost in translation. So now for us to just be around each other for a whole summer, I think that's just the biggest gift I have being here in LA. And then for our family, things are way easier. They just have to fly to one destination, and that one destination they don't mind flying to. So life is so much easier.
And quickly, in terms of your community work, I know there was, because of the floods back a couple of years ago in Houston, you guys are committed to be there and help the community. Can you tell us how they're doing at this point now?
Yeah, Houston, we have this motto, don't mess with Texas, and we're a very resilient type of people. We're a very resilient state. So we had a tragedy, in a natural tragedy, but at the end of the day, everyone rallied together, and I think we're very committed and proud of being Houstonians. And my mom's in education. My dad is his own self-entrepreneur. And I think my parents have done things the right way and taught us that education matters first and community matters first. And so every time we go home, we try to give back. But We're proud Houstonians, proud Nigerian Americans, proud, what is that, Los Angelinos? I don't know what it is yet.
Los Angelinos.
Los Angelinos, Lego. So we just want to make sure we make every community we're involved with proud.
And last question to campers. Years ago, you were one of the campers going to a WNBA game.
Hilarious? I actually really was. My dad got tickets when he used to work at Compaq before he started his own business, and we went to a Houston Comets game before we even knew what basketball was. So it's funny because I was at home cleaning out my room a long time ago, and I opened up my little jewelry box, and I had a ticket to the Houston Comets game, and I was like, what? And then and it started bringing back memories. So these kids' games matter because it really, before you even know it, you are in love with the game, and then you start having these memories, and then you end up supporting women and what we stand for. So it was fun to see all them bounce around to Old Town Road, but more importantly, support the Sparks and support women who play sports.
And basically with the sixth player on the court today.
Hey, they were loud. Let me tell you, they were loud.
Chiney Ogwumike, we thank you.
Thank you, my pleasure.
Always.
Thank you.